Good morning, folks, and happy Monday to you. And I hope and pray, as I do every single day, that you are blessed by God this morning, that you're looking forward to a wonderful celebration of the birth of Jesus this week because we celebrate that on Christmas. But as I've said, let's make sure that this celebration remains with us the entire year because of the birth in Bethlehem. I said this yesterday in our worship service. We have salvation, and we can be thankful for that. We can marvel in that, and we can have wonder every single day of the year, on the coldest day of the year, on the hottest day of the year, of the day when it does nothing but rain, on the day when it's beautiful sunshine. We can have the wonder of our salvation because of the birth in the manger. That being said, for the next 3 days, we're going to look at Luke chapter number 1, and we're going to start today in verses 46 through 48. Now, we know this as the Magnificat, or the Song of Mary. In my Bible here, the subscript says Mary's joyful song. And let me give you the context. Mary has already been told by the angel Gabriel that she's been chosen to bring Jesus into this world. She is the vessel by which God in man will come to this world to save those that place their faith in him. And then we see right after that, well, during that discourse, the angel tells Mary that your cousin Elizabeth, who has been barren even in her old age, she's conceived. And then he says, with God all things are possible. And then Mary goes to visit Elizabeth. She stays with her for 3 months. And we see in the preceding verses, to where I'm going to start today, that when Mary speaks to Elizabeth, the babe within Elizabeth, who we know as John the Baptist, leaps for joy. And then Mary has this time where she, I don't know if it's a singing, but she has this joyful song about her. We know it, as I said a minute ago, as Mary's Magnificat. So she says in verse number 46, and Mary said, my soul doth magnify the Lord, and my spirit hath rejoiced in God my Savior. Why? No, verse 48. For he hath regarded the low estate of his handmaiden. For behold, from henceforth all generations shall call me blessed. In verse number 48 right there, Mary qualifies her praise. She says, for he hath regarded the low estate of his handmaiden. That points exactly to the fact that of things that I've said numerous times. God chose Mary. He didn't choose some high and lofty queen to bring Jesus into this world. He chose this virgin girl, Mary. And he chose her even though she was of humble estate, we'll call it. Even though she was what we might call common. Because God had to show us, see, that his Son, Jesus Christ, our Savior, came for all people, the commoners and the royals. But Mary, after experiencing this encounter with the angel, after visiting with her cousin Elizabeth, after the fact that John the Baptist within Elizabeth leapt for joy when he heard Mary's voice, after all of this, Mary says, my soul doth magnify the Lord. Why? Because he has regarded the low estate of his handmaiden. For behold, from henceforth all generations shall call me blessed. And you know what, Christian, we do? We call Mary, the mother of Jesus, blessed. Now, we're not Catholic. The Catholic Church venerates Mary. Now, Mary was the same person as you or me. She was a human. She was born into sin just like we all are. God simply chose her. henceforth, Mary says here, this is a prophecy on Mary's part, all generations shall call me blessed. And we do that. And we should do that. Not because she's perfect, but because she was the one who God chose. And that's a wonderful, wonderful promise right there. So, installment 1 in Mary's Magnificat. He regarded the low estate of his handmaiden, for behold, from henceforth all generations shall call me blessed. Think about that as you go through this day, this week of Christmas. And hopefully, prayerfully, you are encouraged, challenged, and blessed by our word today. Love you, folks, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. God bless you.